Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today we'll be going to do this exercise. The question is, count the occurrence of each element from a list. Write a program to iterate a given list and count the occurrence of each element and create a dictionary to show the count of each element. So explaining the question, it wants us to iterate a given list, okay, and count the elements in the list and create a dictionary to show each element. So if you don't know dictionary, a dictionary keeps a set of elements together. It can be any value or any data type, okay. So it's different than a list. So from a list we need to take the values and put it in a dictionary. So this is our input, it's given over here, and this should be our output. So as you can see, this is the program we need to write. So the first step, we need to define a function. Okay, so I will define a function, define dict, and I will give a parameter as list. Okay, so this is my function. Now inside the function I will define a dictionary so that we can store the output on the dictionary. Okay, we'll leave it blank because right now we don't have anything to put in the dictionary, but we will have later. The next step is creating a for loop, because to iterate every item in the list we need a for loop. So for I in list, you can name it anything, this particular thing, for I, for Z, for item, anything you want. Okay, so for I in list. So one thing in Python you need to remember is the indentation. The indentation is correct. Okay, so in the indentation needs to be very correct, otherwise your program won't work. For the next step, this might be the most important step for our program. So we need to define our dictionary. That means we need to put values into it. So we will be doing so by uh, defining it. So program dict, count dict of I needs to be in this bracket, because it's gonna be replacing I with the values in list. So n is equal to list, which is the given list, which will be providing in the next step, dot count. This is a predefined function. It will count the number of I in list. So count is a predefined function. If you can't, like, my handwriting is not that good, I'm really sorry for that. Okay, so this step will add the number of elements of a particular number, maybe 8. If 8 is 3 times, then it will put 8 is to 3 in our dictionary as a value. Okay, so this step might be the most important step, and then we'll follow the indentation. One thing I didn't do it correctly is this step right here. This step needs to be indented, because after a for list, after a for loop, the indentation should be a next tab. So that was my mistake, that was my bad. So now we will remember it so that you can't do the same mistakes. Okay, so after doing this we will print count. Okay, so this will print the dictionary. So the function is defined, this is the function. Now we will provide the list. So list is equal to 11, 45, 8, 11, 23, 45, 23, 45, 89. Okay, so this is the list which is provided to us. So for the last step, we have to do nothing. We just need to call the function which we just created, because without calling, your program is just useless. So if when the function is called, the program will take us to this part, and it will do step by step whatever is needed, whatever is said to it. So and then after compiling the program, the expected output will be this, which is equal to this. So if you don't get the output right, please comment below. I'll help you guys out. uh, it's not easy to be doing it right away, but yeah, it takes a lot of practice, but you'll get to it. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please like the video and do subscribe.